Welcome to the Nexus. I'm your host, Trey Leo, and this is my page. Well, not this is in this space, but the page that you're on obviously is my page, and I thank you for coming. I'm sorry, that was horrible humor, and we're gonna keep it moving. Anyway, today I want to discuss something that we all have. We all have different ideas. We have different aspirations. We have different things that motivate us. We have different perspectives on the world. Now, what is perspective, right? Well, I had some definitions here that I just wrote down. I like to share it with them. The first definition says mental view or prospect. Second definition, state of existing in space before the eye. Both those are rather self-explanatory, should I say. It's just what you see before you. You know, there's a crack in that wall. That paint is dripping. Watch out. There's a car coming. Anything that we see before us and take notice to is in our vision, perspective, right? Now, last definition was really interesting to me, and it was trying to kind of drive home the point of this whole video. Now, it says the state of one's ideas, the facts known to one, etc., and having a meaningful interrelationship. Let me say that again. In having a meaningful interrelationship. So, my perspective is something that has meaning to me. You know, I value the color red. I value the color blue. I value the color green because of X, Y, Z. Your definitions, or your opinions may vary, but we all have different perspectives on it, right? And our perspectives change or cause us to see things differently from one another, and even affect how we view things as far as how our day goes. Certain events, that the same event can happen to two different people, and we see those events in totally different manners, right? Let's just take work for example, really quickly. We all have jobs, we all have schooling, we all have things that take up time in our day. Now, typically, and this is just my opinion, typically how you start off that day or night affects how the rest of the day goes. So if you start off your day saying, it's going to be a great day, right? I got a job, I'm about to get this money, I'm going to buy this house, I want to buy this car, maybe there's a video game I want to buy, there's a girl I want to impress, there's a boy I want to impress, etc. You're motivated, you're pumped, and you go out to the day more or less with that same energy. Now, perhaps things may occur that may try to throw you off that energy or change your perspective on certain things, but ultimately it's up to you to decide whether or not that stuff gets to you and alters the way you see that day. Right? Maybe, right? Everybody's different. We all have different opinions. Now, on the flip side, if you don't like your job and you wake up and this place is a drag, the people are a drag, I'm turning into a drag, and don't take that the wrong way, but it is annoying, right? How you see that is ultimately, like I said before in the other example, is going to affect how you carry on through the day. So if you go into it with that attitude, you're going to see things on the outer world that reflects how you feel on the inside as a confirmation. Meaning, well, if you go into it saying that it's going to be a bad day, well, more likely it's going to be a bad day. Certain things may happen that be good or try to enlighten you, cheer you up, but if you already go into it with this self-defeating attitude, that's just the way it is, you know? I use me as an example because I have my ups and downs just like anyone else, and sometimes I go to work and it's good, other times it's bad. But I try to keep my energies high so that way I can be an inspiration to other people, because let's just face it, there are a lot of miserable people out there and everybody hates something, and that energy is just contagious. You know, this person's talking about this person, that person's talking about that person. It just kind of spreads like a wildfire. And I feel like there has to be an equilibrium between the two to say, you know what, no, I'm not going to let this affect me. That's not going to bother me. I have an opinion about it, but I'm not going to carry on in the manner that you all are carrying on and allow you to drag me down with you or bring me into your little social issue. And that can carry that works for a lot of different things. But that's just one example. So I feel like somebody has to be that motivator and be that inspiration that, you know, the world wants us to be, the world needs and people want to see. Because it's easy to say 100 negative things or bad things about a person, but next time think about 100 things that you would like about a person. I'll wait. I know it's a little bit more difficult to some, because like I said, it's easy to talk about the bad things, and for those who it's easy to, I'm not talking to you all, but you get the gist of it, that it's easy to say, I don't like this, I don't like that, because blah blah blah. Right? Let's move on. Certain people are half empty, half full type of people, right? And that is, you have a cup. Well, I have a bottle right here, right? And we're not going to name the name because I don't want this video to get taken down. I don't know if you can see it. But for those who know, those who know what it is what it is, right? Now, I just want to take some water because I need a little water break. Whether you are half full, half empty type of person, it's pessimistic and optimistic, right? You go through certain things and say, you know what, so-and-so, something happened to so-and-so, right? And it makes me feel a certain type of way. And, you know, let me just go back. The reason why I'm mentioning this in particular is because whether you're a half full or half empty type of person, that energy is contagious, just like the negative energy or positive energy. It changes your perspective on things. And I'm not trying to say that one is more bad than the other, but if you want to feel a certain way and be up spirited, or if you want to be down here and have these low feelings or whatever, it's ultimately on you. But truth be told, I'm focusing on the people that want to be up here. So if you are a half full type of person, or no, should I say half empty type of person, you need to look at it in a couple different manners. For one, you have liquids, money, whatever it is that's in your cup, liquor, is halfway there. Whether it's full or empty, it's halfway there. There are people who don't have cups at all, don't have liquid at all, don't have money at all, right? That's one. Two, I think that it just comes down to being grateful for certain things. And it's kind of to nail the hammer or nail the nail to, you get the point. I'm trying to drive the point home that we all need to be more appreciative towards what we have. Don't compare your life to this person, the next person. Everyone's life is different. Our perspectives are different. When you start comparing and contrasting how this person's living, how the Joneses are living, how the whatever damn shows are on, World of Hip Hop, World loving hip hop people are living, you start looking at your life and thinking, my life sucks because I ain't got a Ferrari, or I don't have this big mansion, or I don't have XYZ that they have, and it's not the same. We're all in different paths. So you shouldn't compare and contrast to say that this person's better, this person's nothing, and this person's yada yada yada. It doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. We all have different paths of life, right? Just because you don't have certain things doesn't mean your life is less meaningful than the next. And I don't want to get into it because there's a lot of politics, but truth be told, all the things that you see on those shows anyway are perfectly scripted, and it's not how things are. They show you what you want to see, what they want you think, what they think that you want to see, rather. You know, based on the majority rule of, you know, whoever wrote it, the producers. I'm gonna show this house because not a lot of people want this big house. I'm gonna show this car because I know that's what a lot of people want. It's programming. Those things are, while they're nice, they're not essential to have a meaningful life, or that in particular, right? And ultimately, you have to I'm just messing up all over the place. I'm a little nervous, so just bear with me. You have to make your life meaningful to you, is what I'm trying to get at. Make it meaningful to you. Don't let anybody take your joy and your particular perspective on the matter. That's all that matters. What other people think about you, your neighbor, or whatever the case may be, doesn't matter. How do you view it? How do you feel about yourself? Right? I have a friend, and you know who you are. We're not going to name names, and don't comment or anything of that matter on it. But he is not so confident when it comes down to certain things. Well, just know it's not a bad thing in particular or a good thing in particular. I say that to say that he projects himself with such a lack of confidence that sometimes, well, not sometimes, it just happens. That energy rubs off. You know, people see you in the light that you see yourself, other people see you. So if you project yourself with this confidence of, you know, I'm ready for anything, I'm ready to take down this and, you know, go down fighting or whatever, people see you in that light. Now, if you project yourself in this, you know, type of way, people see that too. And they judge you accordingly based on how that is, whatever, right? And I know I said that it don't matter what people say and all this and that, but it affects you in the sense that certain jobs, certain marketing opportunities, certain network possibilities, people see that, and whatever type of energy that you have, you're trying to build towards something, it shows. People see that this person might not be so confident in this area. I don't know if I want him or her working at this company. You know, if you're in a job interview, that all that comes back to perspective. How do you see yourself? How do you envision the world? How do you see the world? Do you see it as this wonderful place where there's endless possibility and potential? Or do you see it as this bad place that is full with racism? I got kind of slipped up my words there. Racism and all these crazy laws and repression and suppression and all these other things. Do you see it in that light? Are you watching the news maybe in that matter? Not to say that the news is bad, and you know what? I'm not even getting into that. We're not getting into that today. We'll talk about that another time. All I'm saying is, think about how you think about things in the perspective that you have toward things. And if you really take a close look at it, you'll see that how you look at it, like I said before, it affects everything around you, from people to animals to institutions such as jobs. It affects everything. Alright, I think I've discussed enough for now, truth be told. And like I say, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for visiting. And I'll see you next time on The Nexus. Trey Leo, out.